again. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones completes this again to Shepard. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 78 yards. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's now 14-11. They lead it by 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, 69 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Jones throwing for it. Eluding the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Darnold on 1st down. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. From the 41, Darnold. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Shi Smith, 59 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's got Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out to the right here to Shepard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From just shy of midfield, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. The final shot before the break, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky. Out.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Mike 20. Here we go. I got him. Back to mine.
On 4th down, Darnold. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Darnold checks this down to Hubbard. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
No. Switch.
The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
In motion right is Smith. From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Move. Hey, we got 4. You got 4 down. You got tight right there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off of play action, Darnold. Being chased, and he's going to go down again. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Mike 20. Let's go one more.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Buying time to his left.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Smith will come in motion right. A first down throw, Darnold. He'll buy some time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really...
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because...
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
50 seconds.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Off play action, it's Minshew. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, check, check.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
Shifts past him at the 45.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
What are you doing?
On 1st down, Darnold. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hubbard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hubbard again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Shi Smith
From 3 yards out.
And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
49 the month. Let's get out the field, D.
Slot man moves right.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew.
And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Darnold on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle here to Brown.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 68 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Moore.
Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Forced out to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On the ground, it's Hubbard.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 30 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of play.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Xavier Woods with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 64 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Come on. Pamper 60. Pamper 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run here with Hubbard. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a run with Hubbard.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Faking the give, Darnold.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hubbard. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Deontay Foreman.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On second down and 4. Darnold escaping the pressure right. Touchdown!
Terrace Marshall.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Darnold eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Darnold on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On 4th down, Darnold. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running off tackle with Cook. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Joseph now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Darnold. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 5 now. Darnold.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Darnold.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Darnold to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. In motion right is Smith.
Here's Darnold.
He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Steps away to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Darnold out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Here's Foreman, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Darnold.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. To the air again, Darnold. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Darnold now to throw.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
Touchdown, Panthers. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They run again on first down. Cook.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, here's Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Able to slither by. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
A give left side to Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
4 yards there on a touchdown run.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand
base, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind.